I didn't even realize that you left the house today, Jack. But I guess it's that time of day again. I overslept and thought that I was waking up around 9 a.m. or something.
No worries. I saw that you were sound asleep when I woke up, so I made sure not to create a lot of noise on my way out the house, so that you can continue sleeping.
Sorry for making you worry about me this morning. But due to that, I was able to get a lot of great sleep.
How are you feeling right now? Are you beginning to feel a little bit better at least?
I think so, because I don't feel as bad as I was last night. Sorry that I wasn't able to wake up this morning with you, though. I'm sure you were looking forward to me making you some breakfast.
You don't have to worry about any of that.
The inside of the house is looking really clean, too. Does that mean you did all the chores I couldn't get to last night before you left for work? Oh, sorry for making you do all of that while you were getting yourself ready for work.
I made sure to just clean the dishes in the sink and take care of folding the laundry. And then I did a once-over on the kitchen floor with the mop. I didn't do the carpet because I thought the vacuum would be a bit loud this morning.
Thank you, Jack.
Have you gotten up out of bed yet? And are you able to walk around without feeling nauseous?
I'm fine, but there's still just a little bit of a bad feeling.
I was hoping things would get better for you after all that, but I'm sure you're not going to start feeling back to normal that quickly.
Maybe I ate something bad? Could it have been that shrimp we had 2 nights ago?
But I'm not feeling sick or anything after those shrimp.
Perhaps one of the shrimp that I had was bad, and that's why I'm sick now.
Could also be something like the flu. Recently, that's been going around at work, and maybe I brought it home with me. There have been plenty of people now taking the week off so that they can recover from it.
But I'm never going out or anything. Besides getting it from you, where else could I have caught it from?
Well, if you didn't get it from me, maybe while you were at the grocery store. Do you have a fever at all?
Just a slight one, I think. But that's not my worry right now. I'm more upset about my throat, which has been killing me all morning. I think I was vomiting so much last night that it really irritated my throat.
Ah. Then you probably got a lot of your stomach acid up in your throat.
Everything was tasting a bit bitter after I was done vomiting. Honestly, that taste is always the worst thing about vomiting, and I wish there was a way to get it out of your mouth.
Well, hopefully that was the end of you needing to throw up. See if there's any Jell-O cups in that fridge, or maybe sports drinks that can help you try and get rid of that flavor and help your stomach a little.
Good idea. But if we don't have anything, then I'll need to head to the store. And, well, I'm not feeling well enough for that.
Don't worry. I made sure to get you those jelly cups this morning when I stopped at the gas station. They should be in the fridge for you, right where I left them before leaving.
Oh, thank you so much. You really didn't need to do that for me, though.
But you are the one who is sick, so it's the least that I could do. Do you need me to get you anything else on my way home from work today? Do you think you can eat anything heavy?
Not heavy, but maybe some ice cream? I'm not sure how much of it I can eat, but I want something cold and soft.
Then I'll get you a thing of ice cream, and we can also try some sherbet. We'll just need to make sure that you're eating something so that your body can continue healing. I'll talk with my boss today and see if I can get out of work early to come home and be with you. And as for the rest of the chores, you don't need to bother with them. When I get home, I'll take care of everything. So please just eat something and get back to sleep. Also, keep drinking a lot of water and those sports drinks as well.
All right. I guess I'll be staying in bed for the rest of today. And Jack, thank you for everything you're doing.
How are you feeling right now, Jill? You went to a larger hospital to get looked at today, right? Were any of those doctors there able to figure out what's going on with you?
They did a lot of testing on me and such, but they're still not certain what's going on. For the time being, I'll be taking some new medication for my stomach.
So even the more thorough examination didn't come up with anything. I really want to know what's going on with you. It's been close to 3 weeks now since you started to feel like that, and I'm really getting antsy. There's no way what you're dealing with is just the stomach flu anymore.
I wonder what I should be trying to do next. I'm sorry that me being this sick is troubling you so much.
I'm not being troubled by any of what you're going through.
But for the past 2 weeks, you've been having to handle all the chores in the house for me and cooking. And since I'm not even working or anything to bring in money, I'm just a burden on your shoulders now that is living in the house for free. I feel so sorry for what I'm doing.
You're sick, Jill, so you should not be blaming yourself for anything. And I don't want you ever calling yourself a burden again, alright? You are my wife, and I will do anything to make sure you and the house get better.
But I feel really bad about this. I'm so sorry for always being in the bedroom. And whenever you do finally get into bed to have some rest, you can't sleep very well because of my coughing and waking up in the middle of the night.
You do not have to worry about me when you're the one going through all of that. You are not a burden to me or anything like that. So please stop blaming yourself.
I know, Jack, but still. And so I've been putting some thought into what I should do in the meantime. Do you think it would be okay for me to go back to my parents' house for a while?
What? So you want to stay over with them until you are beginning to feel better again?
That's the idea. I'm sorry. I think that by being back at my parents' house, I can take it a bit easier.
I see. If you are thinking that things will be a lot better for you back at your mom and dad's place, then that's where you should be. Go ahead and go over there.
I'm sorry for sounding so selfish.
You don't have to be sorry for that. You haven't done anything wrong. And if their house is somewhere you can rest a bit more, then you need to be there. If anything, I want to say that I'm sorry. I'm your husband and all. Yet after 2 weeks with me, you still haven't begun to feel any better yet.
This has nothing to do with you not being helpful enough around me. You have been doing everything you can to help me, and that really has been enough. But having me around the house all the time causes you a lot more stress, right?
It's nothing like stress or anything.
But you have a full-time job that you need to be at. Yet you always have to be at home with me, doing the chores and cooking me things to try and eat. I don't want to do this to you anymore. That's why I'm thinking it's best for me to stay with my parents for the time being until I've gotten back to my old self. I would feel a whole lot better being somewhere where I can't get in your way anymore.
Understood. Then go back to your parents' house and take it easy there. Once you're feeling better, let me know, and I can come out there and get you.
Thank you, Jack.
Have you already talked with your mom and dad about this?
I have. They told me I can go back to their place whenever I need to. Currently, my younger brother and his wife have been staying there for some time, but they told me there's still an extra bedroom that I can stay in and rest. And there will be 4 people in that house to help me out whenever I need it.
I see. Well, with there being 4 people like that, I suppose you will be able to take things easy without being worried as much.
That's right. So, now that you're aware of things, that's my plan. I know this is pretty fast, but I want to be moved over to their house tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That's really quick, Joe.
But my dad told me that he could be here to pick me up tomorrow if I wanted him to.
Is that right?
I'm sorry. I know for a bit we'll have to live apart, but I'll make sure to video call you every day.
All right. Just make sure you get plenty of rest while you're there and continue to take the new medicine. Once you're feeling better, please let me know so that I can come and get you. Hey Jill, do you have a second?
Yeah, what's going on?
How are you feeling right now?
I'm doing alright currently, but it's only been a few days since I came out to my parents' house. So it's still gonna take me a bit of time to calm down again and rest my body.
I see. Well, there's no need to be rushing here.
That's right. So, why are you messaging me right now? Did something happen with you back at the house or at work?
Ah, that's right. Did you take your brand bags and things like that with you to your parents' house? I had a look in the closet, and all your bags and stuff like that hanging from the rack in here are gone.
Right. I brought them all with me.
Thank goodness. I was really worried that maybe someone had broken into the house and stolen all of them. But you had just brought them all to your parents' house with you.
Before I went back home, I went and had them sold at a pawn shop for some extra spending money.
Wait, what? Those were all bags that you really loved. Is there something you've been wanting more than all those bags you had?
That's not it at all. I needed the money for housing. I know that I'm gonna be at my parents' place for a little while here, but feel bad that I'm gonna be staying with them for free. So I went and sold all my bags to make some money off them, and have given it all to my parents to help them pay for my food and stuff while I'm here. It's not like I've been working at all, so I needed some way to make enough money to pay them.
What the heck, Jill? Had you told me you needed money, I would have given your parents some money. You didn't have to go out and sell all those bags you had loved so much.
I didn't want to cause you any more trouble, Jack. Also, I had kind of been in the mood to move on from all those brand bags and start with something new. They were all getting old, and I wasn't using them as much as I used to.
I get that, but you didn't have to sell all of them like that, because now you don't have any bags to carry around with you. And it's not like you and I are in that much need of money, when I'm making more than enough money with my job. Right. I wish you would have talked with me about all this first.
It's fine. I would rather you hold on to your money while I manage my own situation through whatever means I can achieve.
Are you sure you're not worrying about me too much still? I don't mind you asking for money when you need it, especially to help you recover when you're sick. And collecting those bags was one of your favorite hobbies, so now you're going to have to start all over again.
Well, maybe I'll start a new hobby instead. I've gotten a bit older now, so my interest in things has changed quite a bit. And well, recently, I'm just not that worried about things like brand items anymore. They don't carry that same amount of glamour that I used to feel for them.
Is that right?
Also, I just really hate having to rely on you for everything. That's why I wanted to pay for my stay at my parents' place with whatever money I could bring in.
I see. All right then. How have things been going at your parents' house then? Have you been able to relax a lot better there?
I've been relaxing quite a bit. And my mom is taking care of all the chores for me. This is why I've always loved my mom so much.
That's good to hear.
I'm sure without me over at the house, things have begun to settle down for you too, right? You don't have to act like my caretaker anymore. And you don't have to keep cooking things that only I want to eat. You can have whatever you like to eat now without me there.
I have started to notice that, but without you in the house, I've become pretty lonely.
It's only been a few days though, Jack.
I know that, but you may be away from here for some time now, and I can just tell that things will only become lonelier for me.
You just have to wait a little while longer. I'm doing my best to recover from whatever it is that I'm dealing with. I want to be back home with you as soon as possible.
But please don't force yourself to come back. If you were to ask me to come out there and take you home when you're still not fully recovered, then your illness might come back again, and we'd have to start all over. I don't mind things taking some time, so please remain there and relax until you know you're 100% better.
That's a great point. All right. Jack, thank you so much for everything you've done and you are doing. Jack, I have something I've been needing to talk with you about. Do you have a little bit of time?
I do. What do you have to say?
So far, my body has not been getting any better, right? Because of that, I went to a clinic outside of town, and there I was given many different tests that I haven't received before. And, this morning, the results of those tests came back. I was told that I have cancer, and that I only have a couple of months left to live now.
What?
They told me it's in the latest stage now, and there's nothing they can do to really treat the cancer anymore. I don't want to be a burden to you any more than I already have been. So, would you please divorce me?
Understood.
Thank you, Jack. I'm so sorry that everything in your life has always had to revolve around my selfishness. Jack, you really have been such an amazing husband to me.
I'll get a divorce from you, but you're going to have to pay me a settlement in this divorce.
What are you talking about? A settlement? Why do I have to pay that?
We're getting a divorce, right? That settlement will be part of a divorce. I'm going to make sure you pay me every penny of it.
But why? Getting a settlement from me over a simple divorce is a bit strange. There's no way you'll be able to get one from me. I just told you that I have cancer, and I'm wanting this divorce to help you.
Cancer? You can stop lying to me now. You went and had a baby while trying to hide all of that from me, and are trying to run away from me now, right?
What baby are you talking about?
You went and cheated on me, right? Where the hell did you end up going? And where were you able to get impregnated?
What are you even talking about, Jack? I would never, ever cheat on you for any reason. Stop saying some of the stupidest things I've ever heard, okay?
If you really have cancer, then you can send me all of the reports from the doctor that says so. You went to that clinic and everything to have those tests done, so you should be able to get those papers and prove that you in fact have cancer now.
I haven't been told anything about the papers on the results.
Of course you haven't been, because you didn't even go to any clinic.
I haven't gotten anything because I was told the results over the phone, Jack. Jeez, the next time I have to go in and see the doctor, I'll make sure to get those documents for you.
I'm sure you'll just forge a few blank papers, right?
I will not. Why are you starting to attack me like this for no reason, Jack? What have I done in the past few months that would make you think I've been unfaithful towards you?
I started to notice something strange going on ever since you went out and sold all your brand bags. You were just using that money to try and run away from me, right? You had no desire to ever come back home to me after leaving that house, right?
What the heck? What has gotten into you, Jack? You're being delusional right now about all of that.
Would you please stop trying to play dumb with me here? I already know about everything you've been trying to hide from me, so you're only going to make yourself look worse. Your parents don't even know the real reason for why you ran away from me, right? I feel so bad for both of your mom and dad now. You've gone and fooled both of them into believing your lies.
What the hell is going on here? Why are you going off on me about all of that right now?
Because I have someone that came and told me all the truth. Someone who has been living in that house with you.
Were you talking about my brother's wife then? She was the one that came to you talking about me?
That's right. So you found out who came and talked with me then.
How did someone like her find out about any of this? I made sure not to tell anyone about my pregnancy and my affair.
Jill, you were on the phone with the man who got you pregnant while at your parents' house, right? And at the time, your brother's wife came around you right as you were talking about something. When she heard everything you were saying, she got in touch with me right away.
What a jerk. How dare she eavesdrop on my conversation?
Who is the real jerk here, though? This all happened because someone thought it would be a good idea to call their baby daddy over the phone when they're already married at their parents' house. That was very stupid of you.
I thought there wasn't anyone home at the time.
And you thought that just meant that you could get on the phone with your boyfriend and chat it up? Absolute idiot.
It's because of him that I became pregnant. So I was on the phone with him telling him that he needed to send me the money right away.
But he told you no to that, right?
That's because he's a freaking bastard. He doesn't want to take any responsibility for his actions, and he's trying to run away from me.
Well, you're in the same boat as him right now, considering you're doing the same thing with me. You were trying to hide that fact that he made you pregnant, and that's why you ran away back to your parents' house, right?
I was planning to come back to you soon.
Liar. Well, don't expect to be getting any further away from me now. I have to make sure you pay up for what you've done behind my back and more.
Even if I wanted to continue running away from you now, I can't. I've been locked in my room by my brother's wife now.
What? Is that right?
And just like that, my parents found out about me cheating on you as well. While I was sitting in here getting ready to text you about things, I heard the door lock from the outside and then a piece of furniture being pushed in front of it.
I see. That means your brother's wife made sure to go and tell your parents about this then. I'm thankful for her. Now I don't have to be as worried about you running any further from me, and I can make a clean end to things with you. I'll make sure you're held responsible for everything you've done.
And what do you plan to do to me?
For starters, we're going to have a discussion about things. I'm coming over to your parents' house right now so that we can have those talks about what to do with you next. And I'll make sure to bring some divorce papers as well, since that's ultimately how things are going to end between us today. Along with talks about the settlement I'll be asking you for.
I have no way of paying a settlement to you. I've been a housewife the whole time I've been with you, and the only money I ever got was from you. I don't have any money elsewhere that I can give up.
What about that money from selling all your bags and stuff? I'll be taking all that money in the settlement, so don't worry yourself too much.
You can't take that money? If I don't have that money, then I'm not going to be able to support myself.
You think I care?
And pretty soon I'm going to have a baby and take care of that as well. If I'm not able to take care of that baby and myself, who knows what will happen to us? If I don't get to keep this money I made, then I'll have nowhere to go and nothing to do.
And that is going to be your problem, and only your problem. Borrow some money from your parents, or find a loan shark that will give you something. Why not just live with your parents at their house for the time being?
But my parents, I can hear them outside my room right now talking, and they're both furious. I don't know if they'll be willing to help me with the baby after it's born. If anything, they're probably getting ready to have me kicked out of this house for good.
Well, after this divorce, you can go wherever you'd like, but you will be held responsible for all the trouble you've caused me before that can happen. The only way I'll allow you to run away from me and never come back is by paying up for all my time and emotions that you have taken from me.
Wait, Jack? How about we raise this baby together? All right? We can forget about the whole divorce and work on becoming happy with one another again.
You were going to have me raise that kid after you went and cheated on me and became pregnant with it? Stop being such a dumbass. How about you ask your boyfriend to help you with the baby if you are in need of someone so badly? He's the baby's actual father after all.
He is no good. He is nothing more than a complete bastard. This is all his fault in the first place for never pulling out when I told him to. He was also the one that started to flirt with me and ask me into bed. This is all because of him, so I really don't want him in my life anymore.
What do you think you're doing right now? You think you can pin all the blame on him right now and run away from this? You are just as much to blame for all this happening as he is.
I am a victim, Jack. I was played by that man and then left with nothing.
And I was played by you and left with nothing. Do you have any idea how long it's been since I last saw some decent sleep? I have had to sit up every night thinking about you, wondering when you'd start to feel better again. And all of that time and energy of mine that went into worrying for you and caring for you was all wasted on a giant lie you were telling me. I don't ever want to help or even think about monsters like you again. You can pay off this settlement I'm asking for, and then you can get the hell out of my face and disappear. After that, the divorce between my wife and I was set in stone, and all of that money she had made selling her bags in order to get away from me and her family was all paid to me as part of the settlement. Up until my wife gives birth to her baby, she will be staying at her parents' house so that she doesn't have to live on the streets as a pregnant woman. But the whole time she's there, not a single person in that house has bothered to talk to her. Once the baby had finally been born, she went and made a break for it, running away from home. I guess she couldn't handle life at that house anymore, and they didn't even need to kick her out or anything after giving birth. The baby that she had ended up going to her younger brother and his wife, since the two didn't have any kids of their own yet. I heard that since Jill ran away and completely abandoned her baby, her mom, her dad, and her brother all cut ties to her and will no longer recognize her as their family. Of course, because of that, Jill will have nowhere to go home to, and to this day, it is not known where she ended up running off to, or if she even lives in this city anymore. It only took a couple of months, though, before her parents received a call from the police saying she had been placed under arrest after she went and borrowed some money and committed fraud in doing so. There's no telling if she's going to be released from the police's custody and to what extent her fraudulent activity occurred. But that is nothing that I'm all too concerned about, since she is no longer anything to me. And even if she were to get out of their custody soon, I'm sure she's not going back to a comfortable life at all, and will most likely go back to committing some crime in an attempt to make more money. I just hope that somewhere down the road, she thinks back on all the things that she had done, and perhaps she regrets them in a way that teaches her to never do them again. I have regretted some things following what had happened, but I've learned my lesson from not noticing sooner what my wife had really been up to, and from here on out, will pay more attention to what other people's actions are and not just their words. I am very thankful that Jill's brother's wife overheard that conversation Jill had on the phone and told me about it. I've heard that her and Jill's brother have been doing a great job raising that little baby. I'm going to be getting back to focusing on my job and my hobbies again, and hopefully soon here start to enjoy the life of being a single man again. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.